In this video, I am going to discuss about class boundary. As for example, the following table gives the frequency distribution of marks obtained by 31 students of class 10 in a mathematics achievement test. When the upper class limit of any class is not equal to the lower class limit of the successive class, then to get any continuous graphical representation of the data, it is sometimes required to rearrange the class limits in such a way that the upper class limit of any class coincide with the lower class limit of the next class. Then these class limits will be called class boundaries, and the lower and the upper ends of any class are called the lower and upper class boundaries. So now lower class boundary is equal to lower class limit minus half of d, and upper class boundary is equal to lower class limit plus half of d, where d being the difference between the upper class limit of any class and the lower class limit of the next class. To build the frequency distribution table, we write the class limits. Let d equal to the difference between the upper class limit of any class and the lower class limit of the next class. Here d equal to 20 minus 19 equal to 1, 30 minus 29 equal to 1, 40 minus 39 equal to 1, etc. So the difference between the upper class limit and lower class limit is this. If we divide 1 by 2, we get 0.5. Now subtracting 0.5 from the lower class limit of any class and adding 0.5 to the upper class limit of that class, we get the corresponding class boundaries as follows. In the first class boundary, 9.5 to 19.5, 9.5 is the lower class boundary and 19.5 is the upper class boundary. In the similar way, in 19.5 to 29.5, 19.5 is the lower class boundary and 29.5 is the upper class boundary. The lower class boundary of each class boundaries are this. In the same way, the upper class boundary of each class boundary is this.